What's going on? Got these freaking peacocks here. Hoping I can get. Don't freak out, buddy. Okay, you see this? This pattern on both these guys' feathers here. It looks like I just watched this video where this dude was talking about he's talking about liquid crystal that with the electrical charge put through it puts off a pattern, and it looks a lot like these as well. He was showing how these octopuses use it to for camouflage, like the predator. And literally, like, turkeys have a similar design on their feathers too, and if you chase them through the right kind of terrain, they almost disappear. Like but at the same time, a solid color like a lion blends in excellently with grass. Deer's got almost the same color as a lion with a little bit of white on it, which the contrast somehow makes it blurry when you look at it. So once again, even with these small configurations here, it makes it blurry because it's not that there's contrasts. There's so many of them that it's hard for your eye to pick up on exactly what it is, where it's at, and what it's actually doing. Same thing with the rabbits putting up their tail as they run, and they kind of shake their booty as they run, and it kind of throws you off. Like, looks like they're gonna go one way, but then they dart back the other way. And the tail is, it looks as it turns right, it looks like the tail's going left, but then as it turns, it's not until the end that you see that it's even changed directions, so makes sense. They kind of zigzag a little bit. But another thing about the piezoelectrical thing, he said, like, this dude in this video said, if you put liquid crystal and electric current through it, it makes this pattern just like, I mean, if you look at your smart TV and you just touch it and press on the screen, you'll see a similar kind of pattern. It's in the same kind of realm. Is it that is it the pressure, or is it your frequency is interrupting the signal on the TV screen? Not sure about that at the moment, but another way you used to be able to do it is you put a magnetic field across the old style TV, and it totally throws off the screen, but it puts off a kind of color like that. See, what piezoelectrical is it's crystals, quartz crystal, and you basically take a tuning fork, you put a quartz crystal in some kind of a hard mold, and then you vibrate a tuning fork next to it, and somehow this gives off electrical current, electrical field. It starts to turn magnetic, and what magnetic fields do, they all kind of, like the ions and protons and neutrons, kind of all align in the same kind of direction while in the field. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for real. It's like, look, if you see, not only do you see it in the watery kingdom, but you also see it in the land animal kingdom, especially these birds. Um, they got a really, this camouflage looks very similar to what was described on the electrical charge through a liquid crystal. And I've been talking about the piezoelectrical freaking component to living organisms, and it's kind of like, it makes more sense to me that maybe that's part of our spiritual body component of life, is that of our electrical, electrochemical, vibrational type of being. It's the part of our structure, but it's non-physical. It's something beyond physical, but it's linked. It's linked with the physical, like, and but it seems like, what they say, the soul that leaves during death or whatever, frickin' is kind of part of this whole electrochemical component of things like that. That part of the body suit breaks down, and uh, then wherever that part of you is meant to go, that's where it goes. But it's like, that's the thing about a theory. It shouldn't be, or like even things that are true, it's like they should ring true in many ways. There should be like two or three witnesses, two or three examples in nature, or in the laws of physics or laws of nature, you'll see overlapping kind of parallels. And, and it'll confirm whether a phenomenon is actually legit or not. You know what I'm saying? If you can find multiple cases of the similar phenomenon, well, you know, it starts giving more validity to certain things. And then as, you add one missing piece of the puzzle, the overall picture eventually becomes clearer and clearer. You know what I'm saying? But you got to keep finding your pieces and flipping them over, basically.